Okay, here we go again. This is the place where I get to say what I want, how I want, and the way I want. And there's no one here to take the conversation to the right or to the left. Why? Because it's all on me. This is Express Yourself Live, the pre-recorded version, and I'm Nate Patterson. We got a topic today. It's going to continue on with relationships. We'll get to that in 60 seconds.
Express yourself. Express yourself. You don't never need help from nobody else. All you have to do, love, express yourself. Whatever you're doing.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nate Patterson, and this is Express Yourself Live, the pre-recorded version. And it's Tuesday. Not too cold outside. A little snow last night. But we'll get by, right? I'm in a little better spirits today, although a lot of things are hanging heavy on my heart, man, because, man, you know the death toll is rising, and it's coming close to home. A couple of people passed away, and I'm feeling some type of way. But we're going to go ahead and do this show, and we're going to keep moving on. Why? Because that's what they would have wanted us to do. Okay? So today, I'm going to continue on with the show I did a little while ago. I touched on relationships. And why am I doing this? You ain't in no relationship, Nate. Well, I've been in a lot of relationships, man, but I was on Facebook, of course, and wait a minute, before I get to that, right, I'm going to put something out there. I got an idea for a show, right, called Scroll and Troll, okay, where we sit on, go on Facebook and just, troll some posts and talk about them. Engage and bring some people in, to talk about the post and get a conversation going. I think that might be a good show. What do you think? Anybody interested? Get at me. Let's talk about it. Anyways, today I want to talk about relationships because on this particular post, and I've seen posts like this before, right? Let me put things in perspective. I'm 63 years old. I've been around for a while, okay? I've done a lot of things, right? And I've had my share of relationships, both good and bad, mostly bad, okay? But on this post, man, you guys, this generation today, y'all want to do stuff 50-50 and you're complaining about it. You understand? This is what you wanted. You wanted relationships, where it was equal ground, okay? But you're complaining about it. That's called having your cake and eating it too. You can't do that. So we're gonna tear this apart and break it down and see just exactly what's going on with today's relationships, right? Well, in order to do that, let's go back. Let's go back to when times were simple and things were rotten. That was a TV show way back then. But anyways, relationships were simple. There was a hierarchy, there was an established order in a relationship. The man was the head of the household or the head of the relationship. Why? Because man is, and you guys, female, y'all about ready to blow your wig. Men are physically superior to women, and there's no doubt that. And I said that on purpose, right? There is no doubt that. We used to say that as kids. There's no doubt about that, man. You understand what I'm saying? And this was the purpose. Why? Because back then, women didn't have too many rights. Women didn't have jobs or too many jobs and whatnot, and women weren't prepared to go out there in the wilderness and kill something, skin it, and put it on the table. Their job was once that stuff gets into the house, they're to prepare it for the family, right? While raising the kids and taking care of the household. So both parties had their job. Right? They had their lane. Well, and I'm going to tell you, man, I saw this happen. I didn't understand it as a kid, but, I saw it. If you lived in my generation, you saw a lot of things come into effect and happen. right? And I could give you a whole list. But anyways, we're talking about this one, right? So back in the 60s, 60s were wild, y'all. I mean, a lot of you young folk that weren't in the 60s, man, y'all missed the ride, right? But women started to stand up. They were tired of men taking things over the top. In my house, I rule everything. You do what I say. You see, no, no, that's the wrong thing to do. All right, because no matter how superior you are, you know, women are people too. Okay, women have a brain, and factually, now the brothers get ready to blow their top. Women are intellectually superior to men, and that's proven fact. You understand what I'm saying? That's proven fact. That's why you go to many of these households, or well, not today, but back in my day, you would go to many of the households and you would find the wife or the female handling all the finances and whatnot for the family. The husband's job was to go out and make the money, and then the wife would, you know, disperse the money, the bills and whatnot, make sure everything was okay, right? Well, they got tired of that shit. You know, somewhere in some house, in some room, some woman said, I'm tired of this. I'm going to go get me a job. And yeah, they had the war, World War II, I think it was. World War II, where, you know, or World War I, I don't know, man. I'm lost in history. I'm not concentrating that right now. But it was one of the world wars, right, where all the men, or the majority of the men, man, were, you know, they were all fighting in the war. There was a shortage of bodies at work. So women said, hey, I'm going to go and do the job. Yeah, well, they did, right? And you know what I don't like about that, you know, when history covers that, right? And I did a documentary that showed the complete opposite, is that during that time, and they had newsreels and all kinds of stuff where women stepped up and filled in the factories and whatnot. The only thing that they show are white women. You know what I mean? I mean, at every step of the way, they just diss us, man. It don't make no sense. But I can show you, and I'll probably put in here, and I think I will, black women working in factories, you know. And if you think about it, the times back then, who do you think really did the work? I rest my case. Anyway, so the women said, hey, man, we'll fill in, we'll pull up the slack and all that kind of stuff, right? So they went in and they did their job. Now, they got a taste of that freedom. They got a taste of that freedom, man, and what it's like to be your own boss without this idiot coming in, you know, saying do this, do that, and blah, 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 right? You see, if you look at both roles or both lanes, they have positives and negatives. What happened with the male is that shit went to his head. I'm the boss, right? So now you want to rule with an iron fist? You, bro, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? You got an intellectual superior woman right here who can help guide you to success, but you doing dumb shit and thinking you the man, right? Pride is what kills us. Pride is what kills us. We have to understand the role of a man. And it took me 63 years to understand that. You're not going to understand your role as a man at 15, 18, 25. You understand? You might have an idea at 25, but bruh, you know what I mean? You still got a lot to learn, okay? As for females, you got to understand your role too, because today y'all are out of line for real, okay? And you're so confused because once you stepped over that line, now you don't know what the hell you want because you're used to having the man come in and take care of you and doing all this stuff, right? But now since it's 50-50, right? You got to get your own shit, baby. You know what I mean? You got to help pay some of these damn bills. You know what I mean? You got to get out there and get you a job, right? And bring that money home so that we can live, right? And this is the way it is. You understand? So, continuing on, right? I kind of lost my place there. But anyways, man, so what happened in the 60s is that there was something called a feminist movement. Yeah, they fucked it up for everybody. And they still fucking it up today. And I'm sorry for using the F word, man, but you know, I gotta be who I am sometime, okay? But anyways, they messed it up for everybody, right? What you talking about, Nate? What you talking about, they messed it up? Well, look at the way relationships are today. I remember a singer called Helen Reddy. Hold on a second, I need coffee for this. Helen Reddy. She came up with a song, I am woman, hear me roar. Man, and that take a word from the political speak, galvanized a nation, a world. Well, I can't say a world because there's still women being suppressed or oppressed. But here in the United States, they created a movement, man. Helen Reddy, man, when she sang that song, that was their rallying cry. I am woman, hear me roar. I can do all this. Well, they could do a lot of things. Nobody ever said that. Well, I'd be remiss if I said that. A lot of people said they couldn't, and they proved a lot of people wrong. Okay, so let me correct myself on that, right? But, I mean, they got out there, they said, hey, I can do this, I can do that, man, blah, blah, blah. And then there were some places where they failed. You're not physically equal to men. Okay, let's get this straight. And there's a problem today because of that. We're going to get to that in a minute. I can't wait to get to that part, right? But anyways, so, they began to move and fight for their rights, and they began to speak out and do all this stuff, and women's rights was passed and all this kind of stuff. They got the voting rights and blah, 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 blah. And then we fast forward to today, okay, about a generation ago. Right, women, they feeling themselves and smelling themselves, and they getting all this stuff, all this material stuff, and they living large, and they walking around looking like models and whatnot. And I did this all on my own. They throwing Negroes out that really deserved to be thrown the F out, right? Some of them didn't, but a lot of us did. I was one of them Negroes. And it was always in the wintertime, man. Why I always got to get kicked out in the wintertime? You know what I mean? But anyways, right? And it, that should have happened. And when that happened, brothers, I'm gonna speak to you for a minute. When that happened, you need to think. A lot of us don't. A lot of us say, "Oh, F that beat," blah, 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 blah. Move on to the next yard bird that's gonna take you in and take care of you. And that's what we become used to in these last two generations. See what I'm saying? In my generation, yeah, we had a lot of Negroes living off women. That was the thing. But there was a reason for that. We were just coming out of Jim Crow and all that hardcore oppression and racism, man, where they weren't hiring black men. They were only hiring black women. And that was done for a specific reason. Ta-da! You see what it did today? Right? You know what I mean? Y'all better pay close attention to the white man. That he's smart as hell. Tell you. If one thing the white man can do, they can divide people. They are experts on that. Okay, but anyways, right? So the women begin to kick people out and do stuff on their own. Begin to raise the kids on their own. I can do this on my own. No, you can't. You can make a good effort. Some of you were successful, so you think. You cannot raise a young boy alone in a female environment. You can't do it. I'm a product of that. Do you understand? And if others didn't intervene, man, I might be wearing pink right now. Do you understand? No. You guys don't know what it's like to be a man. And that's evident in itself by the partners that you pick. Yeah, give you something to think about. Ain't nobody make you date these dudes. You did that on your own. You made that decision. How many failed decisions did you make? How many times do you utter the phrase, niggas ain't shit? You only got yourself to blame for that, sweetheart. See, because God gifted us with something that we can figure things out with. It's called the brain, not the loins, right? And when we're young, we only think with our loins. I'm not gonna get up here and pull no punches. I don't, right? And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, man. You know what I mean? Because when I was a kid, brother, man, I lived for the pussies. Is what we used to say. You could get the pussies. No, not with an S, with two Z's. The pussies. We were a mess, man. But everybody does that at that age. We weren't no different. You know what I mean? But see, during that time, during that course of action, you gotta begin to learn. You gotta experience some stuff and learn from that. Learn from your failures, man, and your successes. Okay, you can't just take a failure and throw it away and say it was that person's fault. No, you had a part in that too. It takes two people to have a relationship. It takes two people to argue, to have an argument. No, you can argue alone, but you have an argument. It takes two or more people. So you got a part in that. Never put yourself out of that. You got to take a look at yourself and grow. Okay, let's get back to the post. Right? So anyway, so on the post, they were talking about living 50-50. We went through the 60s. Now we're up here today. Today, you guys want a relationship where you don't have to spend money on the next person. You just get all the benefits, right, and keep your own money in your pocket. Why? Because money is the principal thing with you people today. Money is the principal thing. Look at all the posts about relationships. I guarantee you 99.99999% of them center around finances. If I take a girl on a date, do I gotta pay for everything? If I'm in a relationship with this man, I mean, ain't he supposed to take care of all the bills? You know what I mean? Come on, man. Come on. Why are we having these dumbass arguments? Yeah, I said dumbass. They're dumbass arguments. Because if you have a brain, right, you understand your role. If you're a man, be a man. You understand? You don't have to do a damn thing. But as a man, you should want to. You understand? If you can afford to take care of this woman, then take care of her. If you can't, y'all got a 50-50 relationship. Female, ladies, right? Own up and add up. Put up. Okay? But now, here's what comes with that 50-50 relationship, brother. That means that woman ain't going to take care of the house all by herself. She working too. That means that you got to learn how to do some things, some domestic things around the damn house, other than rolling up a damn blunt and looking cool. Always leaving out the house with your boys. And that's another thing we're going to get to too, right? I mean, you know, you guys got to learn, and not just the men, everybody has to learn how to have a relationship again. It's not just all about hitting the skin. I got a bad woman, man. We lay up and I do this and I do that. It ain't all about that, man. That's when you're 15. But when you're beyond that, man, you need to stop that. You do. You need to stop that. You know, you need to be responsible now. Or start walking down that road of responsibility, man, in the relationship. That means that you have committed to this person. I'm speaking to both people now. You have committed to this person. Now, what comes with a commitment? Right? What comes with a commitment? That means that you forsake everybody else, i.e. the wedding vows that nobody takes serious anymore. I mean, what would it behoove you to get into a relationship or get married, and then every little fine thing that walked by, your ass has got your tongue out and your dick hard or your pussy wet? I mean, what does it do? And then you're sneaking out trying to act on it and whatnot, but at the same time, you're trying to keep this home. Now, all of a sudden, don't go on my phone. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. That's the dumb. If you got stuff in your phone that's going to ruin you, throw your damn phone away. Why you carrying it around and you got a girl? Ladies, and no, not just ladies, because it's not just the men doing that, it's the women too. People, if you're in a relationship and either you ask to see the person's phone or you just pick it up and they have a fit, walk away, because they're cheating on you. Period. There's no doubt about it. Period. They are cheating on you. What do you have to hide? Remember, you committed to me and I committed to you. Why do I got secrets? I'm giving you a red flag. Stay in that relationship if you want to. Right. Take it from this Negro. Right. I'm telling you, man. Walk away. Ain't nothing good coming out of that. And you got a whole bag full of arguments coming. Do you understand? Because what it breeds is insecurity. Why can't I look in the phone? You know, who is he messing with? What did you want me to see? See insecurity just breeding there? And it's going to come out. It's going to grow. Because now you taking off to the bars with your boys or your girls and this and that and the other. And since I touched on that again, let's touch on that. Why are you still trying to act like you single when you're in a relationship? Dumb shit. Because back then, I'm a player. I got 3 or 4 women, this, that, and the other. Yeah, I was a dumb Negro. What did I get out of that? Nothing. Nothing I wasn't going to get if I was in a committed relationship, or if I was responsible and said, I'm not ready for a relationship, I'm going to play the field. So I'm honest. So all those women out there that are about that life, you know what I mean, then we can mix. But why am I going to try to mix with somebody that ain't about that shit? Think it with your dick. Think it with your pussy. That's all it is. You know what that's called? That's called selfishness. That's called selfishness. You only think about yourself and your own happiness. You're not thinking about the other person. In a commitment, you have to. You are obligated to. The other person has to be considered in all things. This is what makes a successful relationship. Ask people that are together. Yeah, they have problems, but they know how to deal with those problems. You don't. No, I'm telling you, you don't. Because the first time a problem will come up, get out. I'm leaving. You're going to leave and do what? Come back and beg? You're going to throw them out and then go get them? Dumb shit. I'm telling you, man. Y'all think about some of the shit I'm saying. A lot of y'all been through this shit already. A lot of y'all going through it. Right? 63 years old. Wisdom. Of course, there's going to be those. I just spilled my coffee. Of course, there are going to be those who are going to say, fuck that nigga. He don't know what he's talking about. He said the other. Okay, go ahead. Fuck me. Don't listen. I'll see your ass in about 5 years. Bro, sister, I'm telling you, about 5 years, yeah, you be thinking about saying, oh man, I should have never said fuck that nigga. I should have listened to him. I'm trying to tell you something. You know what I mean? Because this stuff don't never go away, right? Bad habits you carry from relationship to relationship to relationship, and wondering why shit ain't working out. It's because you're not looking in the mirror. What you're doing is listening to your homegirl or your homeboy. Me? I listen to my boys. I didn't have a father to raise me in that sense. Fuck that sense. That nigga left at 5 when I was 5. Ain't seen his ass till I was 40. So fuck him. I didn't have a father. Right? So I had to learn in the streets. I did what my boys told me to do. How many people you think I hurt? How many times do you think I made myself look like a complete idiot? Because them niggas didn't know no more than I did. What more did they know about me? I mean, what more did they know about this? Huh? What the hell did they know? They had their own damn problems. Right? So we make the mistake of listening to our friends and all that stuff, man, and blah, 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 blah. But this is the part where you're supposed to be learning. Failures are the best thing to learn from. Man, I've had so many failures in my life, I'm a fucking wizard. I see you walking down the road, I'll tell you exactly how it's going to go. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people like me that can do that. These are the people that you need to listen to. These are the people that you need to talk to when you're having problems in your relationship or with your significant other. These are the people that will set you on the right path. But you don't. I didn't. Okay? So, now, let's get to the part where I said I was going to get to, wow, 23 minutes. I got to bring this home. That I was going to get to. Women, you are not physically equal to men. Right? And now today it's being proven. Why? We have transgendered men crossing over into female sports. Dominating! I mean, have you guys learned a lesson yet that you have a limit that you can be equal to? Females I'm talking to? Huh? Or do we need more transgendered men to come over and just manhandle you guys in whatever sport they're doing and y'all start crying? But this is what you wanted. You wanted 50-50. You wanted equal rights. It goes both ways. But you're not thinking about that. We seldom do. And I said we. I'm not putting myself out of any of the things that I'm saying right now because I lived most of it. So I'm trying to give it back to you guys, man. I might say it's strong, but shit. Strong language is everywhere. You understand? But Yeah, physically equal. You know what I mean? You got women playing basketball, man. Now there they might have an argument because, man, I played with women on the court, man. These females can play, and they're aggressive. But when it comes to strength, physical strength, a sport or a job that requires physical strength, you fall short. And I don't mean that in any disrespectful way. It's just anatomy. It's just the physical makeup of each gender. Do you understand? That's what it is, right? So you can't, so you got to stop. You got to draw the line there. Either you're going to be female or you're going to be a solo woman, okay, taking care of yourself. You can't have both. I'm telling you, man, this 50-50 relationship, y'all better give that stuff some thought. Because if you ask a woman out on the date's on you. You ask her to go. She didn't come say, hey, let's go. So if you ask her on a date, why in the hell does she got to pay for anything? Would you expect to pay for anything if she asked to take you out? Y'all got to think about some stuff, man, because y'all sound silly with these posts sometimes. If I'm asking a girl out, a woman out, it's on me. I'm trying to impress her. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put my best foot forward. Baby, you got $3 on this bill? Because, I didn't plan to spend that much. Make me look like an idiot. You understand? Come on, man. We got to stop the nonsense. We got to stop the nonsense and stop listening to these people in Hollywood and these stars and rappers and all these singers and all this other stuff, man. What do you think their life is like? You see the movies that they make about these people. It's always good when you're on the stage, the flash, and then they're always falling apart behind the scenes because of this, that, and the other. You know what I mean? Come on, that's no dramatization. That shit's true. You understand? Why would you want to live like that? Why? Because y'all value money too damn much. You value money too damn much. I'm going to say this. I'm going to bring it home. I'm going to say this before I go. It's probably a little bit off topic, but I think it's appropriate, right? Money is not a standard of success. It is a component of success. Let me repeat that again. Money is not a standard of success. It is only a component of success. It's only a part of success. There are a lot of rich people in this world that are not successful. In order to be successful, you have to be complete. You have to be complete. You're successful in that one endeavor. You made money. The rest of your life is crap. How successful are you? I mean, MOB. That's an idiot. That's a pure idiot. Money over. Let me tell you why I said that. If you were smart, right? Now let's say I'm gonna let you be a rapper. Go ahead, be a rapper. Be Jay-Z or some damn body making all this money. Let's take Jay-Z. Let's take Jay-Z. He's a good example, right? This Negro, right, was talking all that crap. You know what I mean? I don't think he said MOB, but he damn near said the same shit, right? And then he met Beyonce. Now, if he was like you Negroes, Beyonce wouldn't be who she is, and they wouldn't have the billions that they have. Because it'd only be on Jay-Z, and he ain't got the power to make all that money. But see, Jay-Z gave in, and he put Beyonce on the equal tip. And they made money together. And now he is twice as rich as he would have been as if he were alone, doing it alone, and vice versa for Beyonce. So when you guys talk about, you're peacocking, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, you know what I mean, because you got everything going on, you got money, you got this, you got a car, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. Just think to yourself how much more you can have if you got a partner doing that with you. Here, baby, take my phone. Hold it for a couple of weeks. I don't need it. There ain't nothing in there I'm ashamed of or scared of. And if there's anything that bothers you, I'll take it out. I learned that lesson. Because what would it behoove me to keep that girl's number in my damn phone and it's causing problems with the woman I break bread with and lay with? What good does it do for a piece of pussy on the side? Come on, man. That's not wisdom. That's idiocy. That's childish bullshit. Wisdom, man, is seeing what you have before you. The woman or the man that you picked to be your partner and then growing together. Y'all think about that. I'm Nate Patterson. Express Yourself Live. Peace.